Howdy, Internet. So I was talking with a fellow named Jack on the comments of one of my last videos, and he is like amazing. Everything just comes together. Um, we were talking, and he clearly knows some stuff about ball golf. Um, yeah, and it like we call it ball golf. Other people laugh at you when you say ball golf. They say, "What's ball golf?" You will know it as normal golf. So this guy's playing ball golf. Um, uh, this guy I was talking to is telling me about a dude who plays. I guess he's on the PGA Tour. I don't know anything about ball golf besides a little bit about mechanics. Anyways, there's this guy called Scottie Scheffler who let's take a look at his back leg. It's groovy. Okay, so here's Scottie in an effort to not get a cease and desist. This is from the PGA Tour channel, so go check them out. Hit the subscribe button. Tell them I told you to say so. But I don't think they'll mind, and a little bit of extra publicity from Disc Golf Land. So this dude Scottie, let's I'm just gonna play it without the audio, and we'll see what y'all think. How cool is that? So he's doing a little tiny bit of the move I'm suggesting that people do. Use your rear leg as a counterweight. So it's not a ton, right? Because ball golf is a lot more linear than us. Like their club head at impact and around impact is pretty darn close to linear. Like, yeah, it's radial, but their shift is more linear than ours because they have a stick. So they get to rotate with the stick instead of as much with their hips. Another thing to be aware of here in terms of differences is there's a couple good clips of it. Yeah, that one's bad. He rolls up on the blade of his foot, his front foot, which is fine because he doesn't have any downforce at that point. He's loaded on the back foot, I think, and then he shifts all the weight into the front foot, and then the front knee extends. So he's jumping. So it doesn't matter. He's throwing kind of like he's throwing. He's not throwing. He's hitting. He's hitting kind of the way that Girthy throws, in that he's hopping entirely off of his front foot. So me and a buddy named Jason were talking about when feet release, and if you're doing this style where you end up basically airborne, it doesn't really matter when your foot releases because your foot releases when you jump off of that foot. So this guy's kind of doing that. So we don't want to mimic his front because we have a run up, presumably, unless we're throwing 500-foot standstills. But you don't mimic his front foot. It's not good. So because he's weightless, he doesn't really care about what he's doing to his front ankle. Like he's just standing on the blade of his foot and it's okay. But we wouldn't want to do that. We want to have a more controlled ground contact in the front. And that's because we're slamming into a brace and we need a ton of ground force on the front foot while we do that motion. But he's getting the same kind of counterweight. So there's another video I'll link to that you can go check out of him talking about this. That was a power shot. But you can see like he has a counterweight motion. It's more minimal than ours, for sure. Wow, they mic it to get the sound of the ball. That's cool. Makes sense. So yeah, go check out the video of him. I'll put a link to this one up so you can watch this if you want to. I'll put a link up to his other one. I'll give you a quick teaser of. So this is the other video. TaylorMade Disc Golf is the channel, and Scottie Scheffler, excuse me, I can't read, explains why he shuffles his feet. So this is him talking about why he does it. He is clearly a player and not a coach. He talks about it like a player, not a coach. This is basically just a feel thing for him. But yeah, go check that out. I'll put links to both of those. But I just thought that was super cool, and everyone should see it. That there's another sport that's advocating for the same thing as me. It just gets more of the weight into the brace because you're balanced against it. So even in a case where someone isn't really bracing, ball golf, the same motion can be useful. All right, just thought that was fun. See you next time, Internet.